Hello boys and girls, it's Mrs. Bird. We're going to look at our last addition strategy today. Before we do that, we need to go back over our vocabulary. First is add. When you add two numbers together, you get a bigger number, 3 and 4 more. Add. We add the two groups of cookies together. Now we have 7 cookies. 7 is bigger than 3 or 4. Plus. The plus sign tells us to add. 3 plus 4. Equals. The equal sign helps show the total. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Equals also means the same as. Sum. The sum is the answer or total when you add two numbers together. 3 plus 4 equals 7, so 7 is the sum. Addend. The addends are the numbers being put together in an addition sentence. So when 3 plus 4 equals 7, 3 is an addend and 4 is an addend. Boys and girls, when we use a number line, we have a couple of rules that we have learned. I want you to think back about when I laid out those red and blue paper plates on our rug that had numbers on them. Remember, those numbers went in order from 0 to 10. They made a number line. Now, we put up number sentences, addition sentences on the board, and kids practiced hopping from one number to the next. And we learned 3 really important rules for adding on a number line. The first one is that when we add, we are getting bigger. Okay, remember, so when the kids jumped, they jumped to a bigger number when we were adding. Okay, our second rule that we learned was that we had to make a jump before we could count the number. So you had to jump to the next number before you could count. And our third rule that we learned was that you could only hop one number at a time. We could not skip over any numbers when we hopped. Now, let's look at this number sentence, 3 plus 1 equals. We would draw a number line or use it. We'd start at our 3, and then we would hop one more, landing at 4. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. Now we're going to practice this with some other number sentences. Okay, let's look at this one. 2 plus 7. So I can start at my 2 and hop 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I landed on the 9. Now I want to show you another way. I'm going to flip-flop it. And this time I'm going to start at my 7 and I'm going to hop 2 more. So 7, and I'm going to hop 1, 2. So I ended up at the same number. Both ways I got 9. But which way was more efficient or quicker and easier? It was much easier to only hop 2. That was a lot quicker than hopping 7. So when I do my counting on or my number line, I always start with the bigger addend. All right, we're going to practice another one. 4 plus 4. Well, that's a doubles fact. Both of my addends are the same number. So I can start at either one. So I'm going to start at 4 and hop 4 more. So start at 4 and hop. We don't count it until we get to the next number. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So our sum is 8. Boys and girls, this time I'm going to solve it, but I am going to make a mistake. And I want you to see if you can figure out the mistake I'm making. I'm going to break one of our rules. 7 plus 3. My 7 is my bigger addend, so I'm going to start at 7, and I'm going to hop 3 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you catch my mistake? This is not 3 bumps. That's 1 bump and 2. I only jumped 2 times. I tried to say my number there before I actually hopped, so that's not going to count. That will not get me to where I need to be. It's really important that you cannot count it until you make your jump. So if I'm jumping 3, I've got to jump all the way to the next number before I can say I've done 1 hop. 2 hops, 3 hops. So my sum is 10. Great job. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to make another mistake. Let's see if you can catch me. Okay, so in 1 plus 8, I know 8 is the bigger addend. So I'm going to start with my 8. And I need to hop 1. I'm going to do 1 hop. Okay. What was my mistake? You'll notice I did do 1 hop, but I skipped a number. You cannot skip a number, boys and girls. You have to touch every number. So here's my 8, and I'm going to hop 1 more to get to my 9. So 1 plus 8 equals 9. Now, boys and girls, you can use a number line if you have one at home to add, or you could always draw one out on a piece of paper to use. It is a wonderful tool for adding. All right, now next time I'm just going to give you a number sentence, and I want you to solve it in any way you like. Good job today.